What's poppin'?
Truly, what's going on? How you doing?
I am good. I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Had to
That's
rush to get to the office, but I'm happy I made it just in time.
yes, right on time. Always on time. Well, I'm super excited to have you here. Okay, super excited. So I'm gonna let you kind of like introduce yourself to the people. Tell them who you are.
Yeah, so really quick, uh my name is Truly. And like I always tell people, I'm a clothing designer of 10 years and I am a confidence coach. And so I'm a Leo. I feel like I'm very confident. And a friend of mine said, "Hey, I love how you interact with people. You should teach people how to be confident because most of us, especially in masterminds and conferences and events, don't feel comfortable talking to people that they don't know." And so I said, wow, that does make a lot of sense. And I do give out suggestions and ways to help people. And people tell me I have a lot of useful advice. And so I said, okay, I give it a go. And so I teach confidence. That's me in a nutshell. I have a wide, a wide array of experiences, both corporate and freelance. I also have a degree in architecture. So yeah, I mean,
You got a lot. You got a lot in the bag.
yeah, man. I don't want to get started because I'll talk the whole show.
No, but that's what we want. We want the people to get familiar with you. We want everybody that's going to come back and watch this to really see who you are, so they can get to know you, right?
Yeah.
So this is completely a safe zone. We talk about a little bit of everything here, of course, but we want everybody to be comfortable, especially I guess they loving your glasses and stuff. By the way,
Oh, truly, truly,
so
truly. Yeah, yeah.
now, truly, tell me this. I mean, you have been a fashion designer, like you said, you got a degree in architecture. Like you do so many different things, right? Where did you start to kind of develop confidence? How did that come about?
All right, so you're asking probably one of the most important questions of this gathering, and I'll take y'all back to elementary school. Now, in elementary school, um, my experience was I was very shy. It's this young lady that I like, and I was too shy to say anything. And that was elementary school. When middle school happened, same thing. But now she talking to my homeboy, and so I'm Mr. Shy, so I'm Mr. Miss Out. And when I get to high school, I finally had enough of being shy, being the reserved one, being the one that didn't get in on the action because I was too shy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I said to myself, okay, bro, I'm about to re-engineer who I am and how I go about interacting with people. And what kind of helped with that was the band. And so another backstory, I play, I guess you say multiple instruments or more than one. I play the oboe and I also play drum set. And so playing the oboe as a woodwind instrumentalist in school had me in the hot seat a lot because I'm the only one in my school that plays the instrument. So by the time I get to high school, playing that instrument in front of my peers and playing in marching band, right, gives me the confidence to actually interact with more people and feel better about myself because I had already gone through that uncomfortable stage. So I also figured something else out too. Feel me? Pretty girls get hungry. You feel me? Everybody got to eat. And so, funny enough, I don't know if you're familiar with Atlanta, but in Atlanta we have a lot of historical colleges. So one summer school program, one summer, our summer school program was at Morris Brown College. And I found myself with a stuffed lunchbox, you feel me, with some food to spare. And so I did something different. I said, man, okay, cool, bro. She pretty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to say. I got some food to offer. And so, as funny as it sounds, I broke the ice of the conversation by way of food. And so I thought to myself, man, you know what, bro? Okay, you can overcome this by not focusing on yourself so much, by bringing something that's, I guess, a common ground or a neutral subject, right? to be honest, to give you one sentence as a response, like I always tell people, it's only when you get tired of not having the thing, or you get tired of going without, or you get fed up with the ration or the logic that you give yourself, that's the only time change is going to happen. And so I had enough, you know, and so I decided to craft a way to take action. So the summer school incident was probably, I believe, before I started high school. And then when I actually started high school, I got more confident because I was in a band already. Then I transitioned from doing those things into selling food in school. Now, at this moment, I started to realize everybody gets hungry. I don't even have to focus on talking to people because they're coming to me for product or service. So I saw early on, maybe around 15, 16, you can overcome confidence by having a product or service. And that was when I got confident to actually start speaking more and coming out of my shell.
Wow. Wow. So this has a little background. So it started from you was at school, you was trying to get the girls. Okay.
Yeah.
You said,
Yeah.
listen, I don't know what to say to the pretty girls, but I know girls like to eat food. And I wanted some girls, right? So that was strategic. That was strategic, right? I wanted the girls. I like food. So then you say, you know, not only did you start offering, you know, the girls the food, but then you said, I'm going to sell the food. And then you connected the food to a product to confidence.
Yep.
Wow. That's deep.
And I give you another hack too. So what happened in high school was this. Geometry class happened, and because I'm very advanced, if you will, I finished all my work ahead of everybody. So in conversation, we're having fun, cutting jokes. Somebody says, yeah, man, I'm hungry. I would love to have some candy. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got this? Anybody got that? And so, you know, I thought about it, and then I thought about, you know, what I could do with some extra money and how I wasn't going to get no extra money if I didn't take action. And so, you know, I overrided confidence by solving problems. It was almost like, I mean, you know, how can I relate this? If I worked at McDonald's, so I can say this. if I needed confidence to do something, right? A lot of times you can find a good reason. You can find a good reason. You feel me? All you need is just think deep about it, and you'll come up with something. Now, a lot of us, you know, we negate these reasons and say that's not a good reason, or we say, you know what, I'm not that motivated, right? If you need an extension for a bill, you know, if you're not that motivated to get the extension, you'll just pay it, right? But if you're motivated and you have good reason, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you got the money to pay it in full, hey man, listen, I owe y'all some money, but I don't want to give y'all all my money that I got right now. So what can we do? And so, you know, if anything, confidence is closing the gap, right? And taking action.
That's good. Do you think confidence comes from how people look and portray themselves? Like, do you think that's where confidence comes from? Or do you think confidence comes from, like, your mind? Is it what you feel or what you look like?
I believe most things are relative. And to answer your question, I would say 50-50. In my research, most of us, we get the seeds of confidence in our youth. So if you, for those, you know, if you read my book, I go into detail about this, but it all happens in your childhood, most of it. Side note, if you didn't go to college or have, you know, extra education outside of high school, most of us are still in our child mind, still in our high school stage. You know, another conversation. But, you know, those expressions of love, those expressions of community, those expressions of belonging, right? People bigging you up or sharing in the excitement of your accomplishments. Those are some of the seeds of confidence. Now, seeds of low confidence would be, nobody came to my award ceremony. I got a haircut, no compliment. I got good grades, no kudos to you, no pat on the back, right? I paid my phone bill on time. My phone bill company don't acknowledge my good efforts. You know what I'm saying? I worked this job 10 years. Nobody pays me no mind. So a lot of times, the lack of self-confidence is the reverse of what I mentioned, or the exact opposite, right? And then you said, is it either something we go through in life? You can't be too.
I said, is it either, like how you look? Because I know for some people, when they look good, they feel good. So their confidence is kind of higher. Or
Right.
is it just a mental thing? Like, today I'm going to tell myself I'm the shit. So I just believe I'm the shit regardless. So is it more of a mental or is it more of a feeling?
Okay. Childhood, is it more mental, is more a feeling? So mental and feeling, I would say, is twofold. But if you're asking me, it's a feeling. Confidence is a feeling. And then mental. Well, to me, mental and feeling kind of coincide, because even if, my wardrobe may not be what people gravitate towards, right? My appearance, may not be the thing that gives me confidence.
But it's crazy that you say that, because you say that, but I don't think you realize how much you stand out in the crowd, and your confidence just kind of just pulls you in. Because we met at a conference, right?
Correct.
And when we met at this conference, you walking through the conference, you got your orange hair, lime green jacket. It's like, who is this guy? Right?
Yeah.
And you're walking through, but you're owning it. You're owning who you are. You're talking to people. Right?
Yeah.
So it kind of it's just on you. But most people can't pull off orange hair with a lime coat.
Yeah, or the orange hair with the orange glasses. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, this makes me feel comfortable. I feel free with orange hair and orange glasses and loud colors. And the mechanics of that is, do I like loud colors? Yes. Do I like separating myself from the crowd? Yes. Do I enjoy wearing nice clothes that spark conversation? Yes. But I engineered it in a way where I'm comfortable. So now, showing how confident I am is just me being comfortable who I am.
Absolutely.
So, again, after so many years, so many experiences of being in the back seat, like, I'm done being in the back seat, man. And then here's what's funny. I remember when I didn't like my voice, and I remember when I realized I have a very animated personality, and I tried to dim my light and be normal. And people, people are very unique, and sometimes they do more than just interact with you and engage with you. So I'm in college, and I never forget, man, today, bruh, tone down, I'm Mr. Normal. And I had a guy come up to me, don't know his name, don't even know if I know him. But he said, hey, man, you good? You ain't smiling, you ain't chipper. Like, I get inspired by you, bro. And when I see you smiling, I know I'm gonna have a good day. And so I'm like, whoa, bro, it ain't about me. And so that's when everything shifted. And if you go on my Instagram page and you be nosy and scroll all the way down to the bottom, before I cut my locks, I had my hair in a spiked hair profile. And I remember I was having a bad day, and I'm in traffic, and I hear this tapping on the window. And I look up and realize it's a whole family. Smile, ear to ear, all windows, face press against the window, complimenting my hair. And so for me, confidence just became being comfortable with who you are. If people enjoy being around you, I can't be self-conscious and say, today I'm gonna not, have people gravitate towards me. You can't cut it off. You have to just accept it. And I think the breakthrough moment for me was when I realized, I'm not living for me. It's not about me, I'm living for other people in a way where I can add value by being myself, right? We don't feel weird when we look in the mirror. The mirror does us no harm. But if we can correlate or, relate the mirroring of energy with people that we meet, we be comfortable. You feel me? So, my energy is I really feel like everybody want to have orange hair and orange glasses and well loud colors. But I know they're not going to do it because that's probably not what makes them comfortable. So,
or, a lot of people are like scared to be them authentic selves, right?
yeah.
So for you, it's so natural. You like, look,
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody think. I'm going to wear this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be comfortable in it.
Yeah.
How did you get to that point to where you just really stopped caring and you said, look, I'm going to live and be me?
Practice. Practice. I mean, when I say practice, I mean like practice both intentional and unintentional. So intentional would be like, okay, cool, yeah, I just got paid, got the fresh cut, got a full tank of gas, I just ate, I'm finna go out. That's intentional. Unintentional is, man, look, bro, today ain't the day, but they ain't finna know. You feel me? And you go out into the world and you give the world your best version of yourself. And so I practice. I mean, here's the secret. The secret is when I walk outside this door, people are going to look at me and I can either be experience anxiety, or I can just enjoy my day, right? I'm an advocate for college. It's not for everybody, but I always advise one semester for everybody. And I say that because it really allowed me to be myself. It allowed me to not be myself. And it allowed me to understand, I call it the business of people. The business of people is, right when you think people are looking at you, ain't nobody looking at you, man. Right when you think somebody gonna say something to you, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you, man. You feel me? Ain't nobody studying you, man. So, I guess, honestly, they're probably all looking at you. Yeah, but I guess it's a way of self-soothing, right? So, one summer I did summer school and I took psychology as an elective because I wanted to get it over with. And I learned so much about us as people, right? And for the most of us, we can't even look at someone else and have an opinion because we're already judging ourselves. We already in our head. You know what I'm saying? The elephant in the room don't really stand out because I think I'm the elephant. Right? And so I'm learning this. I'm seeing this. I'm noticing this. Right? And then, I have a variety of experiences that I've absorbed from other people. And again, I live by a variety of quotes. And one of those quotes is, information is the key to income. Right? So I use information to navigate and interact throughout my life. And so here's the spiel. How long are you going to wait to do the things that you want to do? How long are you going to wait to be the person that you want to be? I had my heart broken in college and I also felt crazy in love in college. And I got to a place where I didn't have time to feel sorry for myself. It's like, hey, man, perform and graduate, or you got to go back home and say I didn't graduate because of X, Y, and Z. And so, I always tell people, for me, the biggest night and day difference is sense of urgency. I am who I am because of sense of urgency, right? Now, I want to do orange hair in college, but the young lady I was in love with was like, nah, don't do that. That's a little too much. I'm from Atlanta, so if you, dye your hair, people think, a lot of things about you. And life has a way of giving you options to self-express. And so if my hair is not orange, it's spiked dreadlocks. If my hair isn't in spiked dreadlocks, I got lines going through my haircut. If it's not the haircut, I'm styling my hair in different ways and putting on different costumes and just enjoying life. And so I think the biggest takeaway is, you know, it's about quality of life. My grandmother's 95. She's not slowing down. My cousins and them is all different ages. They're their authentic selves. And so on any side of the spectrum, life happens so fast. And what got me wearing orange hair and this and that is I just got comfortable being me.
Well, I wanna tap into something. You mentioned that in college you had your heart broke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you are the king of confidence, right?
Yeah.
So when you got your heart broke in college, after you had worked so hard to get your confidence where you needed to be, how did that play a role on your confidence?
It made me fearless and it made me heartless. It gave me enough ammunition to override what we call that quiet voice or that negative voice. It gave me so much ammunition to override that. Because you know, when you're in love or you tell yourself, I'm gonna be with this person for a long time, I'm committing to this person, or I'm committing to the idea of love, you lock into a mindset. So, you know, unraveling or undoing that mindset, I realized, like, you know, you go from saying to yourself, I've been with so and so for so long, you know, I'm not even valuable to the marketplace. Nobody wants me, that. And then a funny thing happens. You step outside and live life and you realize, like, nah, I just thought that was the case. I gave up so much of myself to this person. I thought that nobody want me, right? And so you mentioned something, and I wanna just, you know, bring that in now. I think you weren't trying to say so much mental and feelings, but are you born with confidence, or is confidence something that you can create and you know, have for yourself? And I want to say experiences give you seeds of confidence. Liquor also gives you confidence.
I don't drink, so I don't know what that feels like. No, you know,
Okay.
I've drunk a couple times and I don't feel like it gave me confidence. I feel like it made me super emotional.
Wow. And so, okay. So I changed that. Liquor gives some people confidence.
Yeah. It makes me cry and shit. And I be like, yeah, this ain't it. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. So I'm also celebrating 1 year, oh, actually 1.5 years of sobriety.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, but to really give you a hard answer to your question, getting my heart broken, I talked to myself and said, man, like I was saying, so here it is a scenario. It was a long-term relationship, and when I graduated college, I had like a situation. I caught a charge, and the judge told me graduate college, have that. Then the college that I was going to was closing, and if I didn't graduate at that particular time, I wouldn't have graduated. Then my financial aid was running out that semester, and I was going through growing pains with my relationship with this young lady. And so I kind of was like at my wit's end, and that's what brought along this feeling of heartless, this feeling of numbness, where it's like, bro, you can't even afford to feel bad about having your heart broken. You can't even feel bad about, you feel me? This being the last semester financial aid, bro. You only have enough energy to like just focus and give yourself a reason to not care.
So you didn't have that moment where you was like, you know what? You looked in the mirror, you like, fuck this, boss up. I'm a real ass nigga. I'm that boy. I'm just gonna do me.
That happened after.
Okay.
It happened after.
Okay.
So
it took you time to get back to your confident self.
Yeah, because like okay, so like this, I was in a relationship and I was still like on my confidence height all of college, right? So even after the heartbreak, I didn't break up with Shawty until I got out of college. You know what I mean? So I didn't get it. So I graduated college, that worked out, but I didn't get a chance to really address the damage until after. So I had to hold it in. I had to hold it in that entire time. So that entire time was just autopilot. Like, bro, you know what? Give yourself the confidence. Go out here and don't care. Like you can't care. Which goes back to sense of urgency. I just didn't have time. Now, when I was younger, I had time to develop my confidence in my youth, right? My early years of college, doing my clothing brand and things of that nature, I had time to sustain my confidence. But when I got my heart broken, I didn't give myself time to redefine my confidence. I had to just go off the fumes, almost like running out of E, and you just keep driving so the car don't stop.
Right. So you mentioned something earlier. You said you realized that it wasn't for you, but it was for the people, right? So do you feel like confidence pours into others? Like the confidence you have?
Yes. Energy is infectious. Energy is infectious. Energy is infectious, right? So the movie Avatar really brings home the movie Avatar really brings home the idea of community where we all have differences, but we all bleed the same. And so what I noticed again, every time I would try to like not be me or just be normal or blend in or, not smile that day, people notice. And so, you have to ask yourself, I have two examples, but imagine if Kanye didn't want to be Kanye and he stayed indoors. People would talk about him more because he wasn't being himself. So then you have to ask yourself, like, is my life about me or what I bring to the table and how it impacts others? And my grandfather was a preacher, and so I told myself, my grandfather's a preacher, and my mother's an educator, and I told myself I wouldn't do two things. I'm not gonna do that on one of them. You feel me? So life has a way. Life has a way of showing you your path. And even if you don't have a grandfather that's a pastor or a mother that's an educator, we all have our place in the space, as I call it, where it's not about us. And if you're asking me, how did I know it's not about me? Out of those experiences, I noticed the joy that I got or how comfortable it made me when I would just share things with people that I felt they needed to hear. Right? Now, for some, it might be a compliment and a smile. For some, it might be conversation. For some, it could be companionship. Hey, man, bro, nobody, I don't even know you, but we know each other, and we at this party, and I'm going to just hang with you the whole party because I don't want to talk to nobody, and I'm shy. All right, hang with me, I'm talking to everybody. You feel me? And so, you could be the friend in the group that just holds the phone while that person, gets their emotions out, right? So all of these examples put me in a place where you're like, no, bro, I can't even take a day off if I wanted to, Now, and I'm also saying this, for those of us that feel we need a day off from people, we don't get days off. We do get pockets of time. So hopefully that helps somebody. But yeah, I've had my moments where it's so funny. Your favorite role model doesn't want to be a role model. It's that kind of energy. For me, almost like I never forget one day I was outside. Everybody looking at me, bro, like, I don't get it. What's wrong, man? Did nothing crazy. And I look down and take my phone, and my phone has a reflection. I'm a nigga with all gold on. I got a gold hat, gold shirt, gold pants. I'm gonna walk up to you and say, hey man, what's you feel me? So, you know, JG said something so pivotal. For those of us that try to hide, we take offense when people communicate with us. So if we just embrace the obvious and breathe, take deep breaths, life is better. So I have 2 podcasts, and on one of them, I made it a point to just breathe and just tell people, hey, I'm taking these deep breaths. Take deep breaths with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important. I mean, and then it's like this. I have a quote that says, out of poverty, we create riches. And what I learned was, you know, all of us have a friend that says the funniest stuff when life is so serious, and it just makes it that much more easy. That's me. You feel me? Or that one friend that's funny for no reason, but he's just funny and you just like laughing. Right? So I guess in a nutshell, we all bring something to the table. Whatever that thing is, that is the confirmation it's not about you. Right? Because here's what's funny. When we transition to the next experience, right? People can only say not what you did, but how you made them feel.
Absolutely.
So think about it. All of us are breathing and interacting with others. And the only way we have relevance is what? How we impact others.
That's true.
So I can be selfish. I can make a whole bunch of money. I can only focus on me and not be about other people and still be subject to, you know, how people feel about me or how I make them feel. And so I just figured these things out very early on. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been at my lowest where I had to find a way to add value because I just didn't have the money. Mm-hmm. I had to find a way. So when I was younger, the internet just came out. I never forget. I said, man, bro, I got the internet. I need to look something up. Mm-hmm. So I've been in spaces where I just ask tough questions like, man, okay, I always say this because I don't eat meat. I'm pescatarian some days, and then for most days, I'm fruit-based. Well, I don't eat anything but fruit and vegetables. What does a billionaire eat? I want to eat that. So I'll pick up where I left off. I had the college experience, right? Here's the, like I said, I didn't get a chance to redefine my confidence. Mm-hmm. Well, she finally break up with me when I get back home to Atlanta. You feel me? And I never forget, I took on all these jobs because people say, man, you know, what you gonna do when you graduate? I said, man, I'm gonna tour the world and have fun. And they say, you ain't got no job, no money. And I remember being on my grandmother's sofa, and I get this job, and I'm overqualified. Got a degree in architecture. You know, everybody I meet, man, get you a job, get you a good job. They gonna hire you. Hell nah, didn't get hired. So I remember working this job, and the job was so cool. They gave me some important job, but I just had all this free time. I started looking up what rich people do, what rich people eat, all these mannerisms. And, you know, I discovered the very things I just told you, right? What are some of the regrets of the dying, right? What did the richest person ever live? What did they do, right? Who is the richest person that ever lived? What's the most infectious thing? An idea, right? I used to hear this all the time when I was younger. It takes more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile. Mm-hmm. Right? Now, my smile is brought to you by my mama. You feel me? Because I had braces. Why did I have braces? Well, I didn't tell you this, but a part of my shyness was my whole front was jacked up. Had fangs, you know what I'm saying? Yellowing of the teeth, right? Very, very uncomfortable, you know, hygiene in terms of my teeth. So if you notice, right around this period of transition, I get braces. Now with braces, what they don't tell you is when they take them off, because you're used to having, you know, metal and all this hardware in your mouth, the byproduct is you smile a lot and you smile big as hell. You hear me? So, you know what I'm saying? If you're going through moments of low confidence, get braces. You feel me? Or get retainers.
And you do have a nice smile, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But I said all of that to say, those are my reasons, right? And I hope I answered your question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going for a while.
You okay? It's okay. I got another one for you.
Cool.
Why is it so important for you to teach confidence, be the voice of a confident person, show confidence when you step into rooms and take over these spaces and move like you do and talk to people like you do? Why is it so important to you?
Okay. Twofold again. First off, it's important because it's everything that I want it to be. So imagine the rejection. Imagine the moments of loneliness, right? Imagine the moments of embarrassment. Imagine the moments of frustration and lack of resources, right? All of those uncomfortable moments that I experienced, it just drove me to ask tough questions. And when I got the answers, it manifested itself into the person I am now. So if you really want to know, and I really get to the heart of it after I say this, if you really want to know, I engineered myself to be this way. Now, why do I push confidence? I push confidence because, you know, for the longest, I've had people tell me, hey, man, you should write a book. You just told me something I read in the book yesterday, right? Man, I'm going to all these conferences and events. Hey, bro, you finna go on stage and speak? Nah, dog, I just paid my money like you did, bro. Hey, bro, you look like that famous. Nah, bro, I'm not. That's not me. I'm a lookalike. You feel me? I push confidence because I've always pushed confidence. And for that someone who went through what I went through, it's very lonely. When you're, you know, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, and you shy, and your friends not shy, right? When you're the younger brother of so-and-so, or you're the oldest family member of so-and-so, you ain't got nobody. Right. And so I had some very lonely moments. And the primary thing is I'm speaking to the person that went through everything that I went through. That's why I push it, because if they can hear me and hear my story, then they'll get that sigh of relief. I game them up. You know, I didn't get no game. I had to go through these experiences and give myself, you know, the energy to just do the thing, the energy to take that step. Because when nobody gone, I mean, you're the smartest, the most educated, right? You're well maintained. You have the work ethic. Nothing wrong with you. You can't get no girls, bruh. I'm not nothing wrong with you, bro. You get all the girls. You ain't got no money, bro. You're the smart person I know. Nah, bro. I'm struggling like you struggling, and so I didn't have much breathing room to myself, and so that's why I do it. I remember in college, I would have conversations with people, and they would just walk away and say, "Wow, man, I really needed that. You helped me out a lot." And I remember how weird it felt. Like I remember, 2 months ago, get a phone call. They said, "Yeah, man, you told me something last year, bro, and I'm using it, and it worked, bro. And I appreciate that advice." And I'm like, I don't even remember what I told you, bro. I don't even know what you. 10 months, man. How was it last year? So all of these experiences, again, the power of community, power of events, the power of conferences, the power of networking events with like-minded individuals. It is a very, very underrated power. I feel like people should definitely do that to get out their shell And I say that because, you know, I teach confidence now because a friend of mine noticed my interactions. And so before it was confidence coaching, I was going along with mindset coach. I think I even said mental strategist. I was just coming up with all kind of words. But confidence was the one that stuck because it's that one thing that I didn't have. And if I can fill the void in my life, I know I can fill the void in other people that are going through the same thing.
Absolutely. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love it. And I think, you know, like you said, confidence is something that everybody needs, you know, because sometimes you just have to step out of your shell and be the person that you're supposed to be. And I don't believe that you can do that until you tap into that level, right? Because
Right.
most people are shy. Like, most people are timid. Most people are like, I want to wear that. Like, you know, I got on my little fancy
I'm about to say
bucket
your
hat.
hat fly,
Yeah,
man.
because I knew you was gonna come on here. Like, I was like, oh, he might come on here. I got, you know, throw a little piece on or something. You know.
Yeah.
So, but most people would look at the things that, you know, the things that you wear, the things that you do, and most people would say, you know, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you are a person that you like, you know what, I'm going to teach people how to tap into that. Because when you tap into that confidence and you tap into being that person that you know that you can be, nothing and nobody can get in the way of what you want.
Yeah.
Right? And
Right.
it is very important to have that in those events and networking events and these great places, because you'll never know who you're going to meet in the room.
Nah, for
But if you
real.
don't talk,
You
you
know,
won't meet
so boom, the way in which I bumped into you, I say this. I tie it all in. The most heartfelt reality is we all need someone to inspire us,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I remember understanding that in certain rooms, I probably am the most outgoing, the most accomplished, the most intelligent. And it gave me a sense of responsibility because when, you know, when people don't feel equal, they feel less than. And for me, I didn't like having friends or classmates or coworkers or random strangers share with me how uncomfortable they felt not being able to be themselves. And so it's almost like saying, you know, it's like backwards thinking to me. I have to talk to you today to get you to understand you got to just be yourself, bro, because ain't nobody really checking for you, bro. You do it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm a billionaire. I'm a billionaire. I'm the richest person in my family. I'm the richest person in my zip code. You ain't gotta believe me. But if that's how I feel, get out the way. And
you
so,
can't tell me nothing.
you know, responsibility is one of those things. Gosh, what'd you ask me? My bad.
No, you good. We was just talking about the confidence when you stepping in the room and how
Oh, right. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. You know, the more I read, the more I learn, the more I tap in, the more I practice the art of self-discipline, I begin to learn body language.
Mm-hmm.
And again, going back to the liquor thing,
Now look at you lit, huh? That liquor can you feeling yourself.
liquor has a way of helping people be open, be honest, be transparent, right?
Liquor,
And
but
so,
wait, hold up. Wait, one second. But liquor got Yeezy, got Kanye in trouble.
well, open, honest, and transparent. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was able to drink, but then drink with intention, knowing how I am, right? So I think I've met more people under the influence than I have sober. Not in a bad way. It's just the
Right.
fact that I was very social. So hey, you know, if I did feel like I was shy, the liquor tell me I'm very social, man. I must be. You know what I mean? You feel me? But it also plays this reality.
Mm-hmm.
the reality is, you know, that first mind, right? That first thought, you should stick with. So we all go through an experience where it's like, man, bruh, the red shirt. I want to wear the red shirt. Wear the red shirt, boom. Man, I love that shirt. And then the whole time you're like, man, I almost didn't wear this red shirt. So I had a lot of moments like that where I noticed if I live in my purpose, like the path, if I live in my purpose, all of my steps will just come to me, and it's almost like clockwork. So, you know, we get dressed. Hey, man, I think the white shirt might be a good move for the day. And then doubt sets in. Oh, I had to learn. See, doubt is human. And then we identify self-doubt has a place. So, you know, I learned even when you going through emotions have a place. So now I use because I'm always nervous. Even when I put on everything, now I know what I be doing. No cap. When I put that trench coat, the lime green shirt on, I knew I was gonna make some noise.
You did that with intention.
But I feed off the nervousness, right? So for most that don't know, the very foods and lifestyle that you love, cancer loves as well. You like sugar, cancer loves sugar. Guess what? Whether you want to admit it or not, it feeds off of it. So I use that scenario, if you will, to relate to anxiety, nervousness. When you feel anxious, when you feel nervous, that's when you know you got it under control, right? Use it to your advantage. How comfortable? Oh, this is what the point I was getting to. When I met you, right, my homeboy had been doing interviews. And I'm like, man, okay, I just got this book together. I need to make some money, bro. I need to talk to people. What can I do to get around people? Interviews. Then I say, I need a quota, bro. I've been around Neo, Him 500, all these different people. I got to give myself a number because they say dream big, do this. I got to stick to it. And so you didn't realize it, but I had a goal to interview 33 people because I just turned 33. You feel me? And so I'm like, man, you know what, bro? F it, bro. Her, yep. Okay, go. How you doing? You got mom? You got a second? You feel me? And so, I was nervous then, even though I'm Mr. Loud. And so, for those that battle with confidence, that don't feel confident or comfortable to admit it, the feeling never goes away. You have to rewire how you address the feeling.
One of the biggest things that you said, and one of the biggest takeaways that I got from this is you just got to do it. Just do it, like Nike. Because we all get, I'm very confident. I do these shows and stuff, but I still sometimes get nervous. You know, I still,
it's healthy.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going to really do this. Yeah, I'm going to really do it. But it's just jumping in there and getting it done. And then once you do it, you're like, all right, I got this in the bag. You know, it's up.
Yeah.
So, that was one of my biggest takeaways from what you said. And, you know, I think you're a dope person. So I was super excited to get you on here and just chat with you and talk to you. And because I think more people need to know you and get to know who you are. So before we get ready to wrap it up, because that hour went by so fast. I want you.
That's an hour.
That was an hour.
Yeah, man, I'm just getting warmed up.
That was an hour.
And so... yeah.
Give the people something to take away from this tonight. And what can they do to be more confident?
All right, cool. So I'll say all the important stuff first. I have an ebook out right now entitled Becoming More Confident. If you don't want to spend no money, I got 1/3 of the book free download, you know what I'm saying? If you do want to get all the sauce and the extras, confidentebook.com. Confidentebook.com. If you just tight and you ain't got no money to spend, hey, 99-cent subscription, you feel me? And I'm gonna over deliver. Trvly 2 times on Instagram. Which brings me to my next point. One of my takeaways. The biggest thing you can do for yourself in terms of self-confidence is research self-confidence. And then second, look in the mirror, and I give a bunch of different steps and tips and whatnot. But for me, the biggest difference, if you provide a product or service, that'll break the ice for you. And then what you wear. If you suffer with low self-confidence, as my ebook instructs people, spruce up your style. When I'm feeling low vibration, I get in the mirror and put this thing together, put these glasses on, you know what I'm saying? A fragrance or two. You know, in my opinion, either an orange shirt or something loud or something unique. You feel me? And you good to go. Something to take away from this. The first thing is go on my page and listen. I give out some sauce. I also give out my secrets. So if you want to just have something that you can play back, my platform can do that for you. As with most of my interviews, one of the biggest things I've told myself in my entire existence, you have everything you need to win. You have everything you need to win. And then when you think you got it going on, you're not remembered by what you start. I'm sorry, you remember by what you finish and not what you start. You are remembered by what you finish and not what you start. It's so many. What's another good one that I have? If you want to make money, add value, right? Buy what you need and then sell the rest.
I think you need a quote book next.
Yeah, I actually have a quote book. It's called 53 Quotes to Live By.
Oh wow.
Where I outline 53 quotes, you feel me, of, you know what I'm saying, of my existence that have really been helpful for me. And so yeah, you know, I think I covered everything. You feel me? Oh, most important thing, love yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Loving yourself both, you know, publicly and privately does the biggest difference. And can have the biggest impact. So yeah.
That is amazing. Well, I want to thank you so much, truly, 2 times.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, real quick before we get off, trvlyfashionhouse.com. trvlyfashionhouse.com. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's $25 off with discount code Trvly. So trvlyfashionhouse.com, you know what I'm saying? Discount code $25 off, TRULY.
There y'all go, Mr. Trvly 2 times himself.
Trvly.
Okay, make sure y'all go follow him. Make sure y'all go tap in, buy some merch, support this brother, and tap into his platform so that you can build your confidence. Hey. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Y'all already know your girl Rose with another episode of Nights with Rose. We'll see y'all soon. Thank you, Trvly.
Trvly.